We've forgotten how to dream. As most of us grow up through our childhood, we're great dreamers. We have this ability to desire something greater, to be a better person. We can achieve anything, become anyone. Yet for many of us, somewhere between youth and adulthood, we lose this. We get overcome by fear, failure. We don't have enough money, don't have enough time, don't have enough drive. So today we're going to look at why we lose our dreams, how to recapture them, and the 4 steps to making our dreams a reality. I don't have time to dream. You might never have said it, but you live it every single day. We're no longer naive to the world. We understand that time is finite. The clock keeps ticking, and our time is soaked up with things we didn't even choose. We work a job to make money. We do chores to maintain tidiness. We cook, we work out, and we hang out with friends to maintain our lifestyle. Each of these demands a piece of the pie, and once each part takes their slice, we have none left over for ourselves. Even if there is some left over, we prefer to use it just to exist, just to relax, just to take the stress off from the day. Fortunately, when we visualize this time against the younger version of ourselves, it's really easy to determine why we stopped dreaming. The equation is simple. No time to dream plus no dreaming equals dreams are lost. So at the end of each day, 0. That's the sad truth of how much time we dedicate towards our dreams. We literally feel we do not have time to dream. So knowing the problem, we can also figure out the solution. We have no time, so how do we make more time? Claim more time. Use this time to dream. The hardest part of the answer to embrace is that we do already have this time. But don't worry, I won't leave you on that. It's just how we are using the time. So here are some tips to reclaim some time from your day. And also, most importantly, working on our dreams doesn't need hours and hours of time. Starting with something as simple as 30 minutes a day is already 3.5 hours each week. That's 180 hours a year, or an entire week. 7 whole days non-stop of working on your dream just because you spent 30 minutes a day on your dream. If you're watching Netflix each night to relax, cut 1 episode out. If you're getting enough sleep, set a bedtime of about 10:30 and use the last 30 minutes before bed. Alternatively, if you're a morning person, wake up 30 minutes earlier instead. Mealtimes, if you're like most modern people, we multitask at mealtime anyway, so use that time. If you commute via public transport, buses, trains, that's golden time that you could be using. You start seeing that when you look for it, the time actually is there, and just 30 minutes a day is easy to find. Out of all of these options, I'd say my favorite is 30 minutes before bed, because you're usually going to spend that time doom scrolling, laying awake anyway. So what do we actually do with that time? Like I said, there's 4 things to work on. To work on a dream, we first have to know what the dream is. This is the fun part. And you're also not locked into a dream. It can change, pivot, grow, become something new. This is where you get to think, what do I love? What do I want to see? What do I want to do? You say, if there was no limits at all in the world, if money didn't matter, if time didn't matter, if I had enough of these things, what would I really want to do with it? Is there something someone's done that I want to? Is there something that nobody has yet done that I wish to achieve? Write down your answers to these basic questions. Literally write them down, paper and pen, notes app on your phone. Just let yourself go wild with it. No limits. Whether you want to discover a new planet, grow a 6-pack, make so much money that it doesn't even matter to you, find love and happiness. Whatever it is, write it down. This is where most dreams fall apart, because the excitement of knowing begins to wash away. Our mind kicks in then. How would I do that? How would I actually become this? That costs too much. I don't have enough time for this. We immediately start doubting ourselves. Sadly, that's just the truth, the environment and the mentality that many of us have adapted to. So we need to start escaping from that. Once again, pen and paper. Write down all the negative thoughts you have on it. Yes, you heard me right. Write down all the reasons you can't. Then we flip the script. On a new page, write down the opposite of each of these. So if on sheet A, the negative sheet, you say, I can't because I don't have the money, I want you to write down, I need to make X amount of money to do that on sheet B. You go through each point now, writing down the opposite answer. So instead of I can't, I don't, I won't, you're going to have phrases more like I need, I will, I can. Don't use if specifically. Write positive emphasis. I will, I am. It might take a little to get used to. Then scrunch up sheet A, the negative sheet. Throw it out, burn it, tear it to shreds, bin it. Sheet B, that's who you are, that's who you are becoming. And every time you're going to have one of these thoughts, stop it. No blah, blah, blah. No, I can't do. No, it's not good enough. No, I won't be there. Every time we have one of those thoughts, we're going to be looking at this sheet. This sheet is our Bible. This sheet is our pillar. When you do all of these things, that is when we will have our dream. With that same sheet, we get to go find people that are already living the dream. Or if no one's done it before, who are the similar people? Who has similar mindsets? Who wants similar improvements? Whoever's persistent, we consume their content. We want to be like them. We want to think like them. Take pictures or search pictures online of the things you want. If you want a great physique, get the abs you want. Pictures of gym equipment, good nutrition. Stick them on your phone background, your room walls, everywhere. I want you to be so consumed in this world that someone's going to find you and be like, holy shit, this guy is obsessed. And that's when you go, yes, I am. And this is my dream and I will achieve it. Which does bring us into action. First off, you have to back yourself in. If you have all these pictures about, if you're following and consuming the right content, if you have the sheet in front of you, someone asks if you want to do that something, if someone asks if you want to achieve your goal, your answer is always yes. It is never a no. They'll say, you don't even know anything about it. And you'll say, not yet. That is when we go and take action. If we look back at sheet B and our first sentence says, I need $10,000 to move overseas, then we break this bit down. How do I get $10,000? We take this into workshop mode. We find 3 people that make money or methods of making money, and we say, which one of these do we like? We break that down further into what are the next 3 steps I would need to take to get that moving in the right direction. We say, when do I need to have each of these steps done by? And add an actual date, not next year, not August, but a specific date. Then, how do I start the very next step? Now, we literally have the answer, a timeline, and the next steps. The only thing standing between you and your dream is taking the next steps. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect the first time, and congratulations, you have your dream again. Cross the B off that sheet, replace it with an A, because this is now your sheet. This is your life, this is your dream, and for 30 minutes a day, you can learn how to dream again. This is your new life, go create it.